Jed insecurity pretty pathetic. Clinging to Shannon Lynch for legitimacy shows how pitiful he is. Bad game of pretend with this group. No, but they're friends. They have dinner parties together. They really like each other. Their wives hang out.
That's true.
They're just, it's like a sitcom. They kind of rib each other, but they all make up by the end. And obvious solution, Adam Gase. Oh
God.
Can you ask Jenny why Compton played right tackle instead of Moore? Because they haven't prepared Moore to play right tackle. He just plays left tackle. Because they don't cross-train people on this team. That's not something they do. They don't really do it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if he plays more at right tackle this week.
Yeah, I would hope. Can you have Channing sign the banana hands? Maybe one day. Cloud, thank you very much. Dude says, being at the game, it was crazy how Shanny did not put in Lance with 3 minutes left. Crowd was not wanting Jimmy picks. Is Lance in the doghouse too? I think we're all in the doghouse. I think the only person who's not in the doghouse is Kyle. He put the whole world in the doghouse. It's crazy. He did it.
He's got the whole world in his doghouse.
He does, the whole thing. Foreman says it's funny that Eric can say as a leader, I need to do better for the team to succeed. And Kyle says as a leader, I don't know why the players can't be better. Yeah. Eric, no, we got you. How much money will it take for you to call him banana hands? Oh.
I don't know, but I heard a 50 spot gets him to wear the banana hands to the next press conference. That's what I heard.
I got to figure out a way to say it like in Super Troopers where he just sneaks the word meow in there 12 times.
Here's the thing, guys. If you guys keep using it, he might just slip and say banana hand.
He might say it. So. That would be the ultimate.
No, I mean, you might.
Kyle about not getting Macaroni Jones. It seems like he only puts Lance in when they get in his ear. Huh. Interesting. Macaroni Jones is a good name. It's not as good as McCorkle, but Macaroni's interesting. I don't know. Maybe your guess is as good as mine. He's sitting in the interrogation room, not answering any of our questions. I ask him questions. He's like, I don't have to answer that. He legitimately said that after the game. I was like, why should your fans be optimistic? He was like, I don't know. Maybe they shouldn't be. No, that's not what he said. He was like, I don't have to answer that question. I don't think he thinks much of this team. I'm starting to get that vibe that he doesn't think this team is good. A couple of weeks ago, I asked him, why are you confident that you're going to make the playoffs? And he was like, I didn't say that.
I never said that.
Okay. So I mean, what he's saying is, I don't really think this team's that good. Oh, that's great, man. Well, how do you detach yourself from your team? Like, that's your team, isn't it? I don't know.
Because they don't execute, Grant.
Hey, guys, I listen to all of you every week. LOL, I got a theory. Shanny not playing Rooks because he mad at John about the draft. John takes the fall.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said this on your show a couple months back, Grant, that whether he's doing it on purpose or not, he's definitely setting up John Lynch to be the fall guy.
I'm going to say no on this one, Jonas.
No.
Why would you do that?
No.
I mean, it's something to discuss, but my initial reaction is, how about no?
No.
How about no?
Wait, Grant, how did all those other Raiders pickups work for them this offseason?
So good. Arden Key and Maurice Hurst have really changed things.
Yeah.
Really, yeah. James says traded 3 first-round picks for Lance, so that team may get a top 10 pick. Someone has to get fired. This is insane logic by management not starting trade day 1. Well, maybe the reason they don't want Lance to start is they're really afraid of giving a top 10 pick to Miami, which they're probably going to do anyway.
Maybe, Grant, they wanted to wait till McGlinchey gets out of there so they could protect him, and now they could put more in. And now that Lance will be protected, then they're going to put him in.
Thank you. You see, that is 4D chess, and that's what Kyle Shanahan does. Tobin says the worst coaching job in Niner history right now. With all this talent, it's all falling apart for Crazy King Banana Hand. His team's always fought for him. His team's always fought for him, and I never saw him lay down like they did in this last game. Makes you wonder what they felt about the trade-up. Like, did he lose this locker room before the season started? What's going on? Because one thing about his teams is they always fought like hell for him. And that was one thing you could say when people are like, when I would say, I don't know if Kyle's a good head coach, people would be like, look at how his players fight, even when Jimmy's out and they're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Like, they went in last year and beat the Cardinals and almost beat the Seahawks. That's not there anymore. Very strange. MILF Hunter has a theory, though. While hunting the MILFs, he said Kyle is a product of his last name. Yeah, well, aren't we all? Aren't we all? I mean, would Jack Hammer be on the show if his name was Jack Smith? I mean, I don't know. Without that last name, it's hard to say. Tinker says they were who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook. They were who we thought until Colt McCoy showed up. I just feel like the fact that the Niners did such a good job against Kyler Murray and pooped the bed against Colt McCoy just shows how unprepared they were for this game. Can't happen.
Yeah,
they did a good job against Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins, but Colt McCoy was too much for them. They were unprepared. End of story.
Yeah. They felt like they had to play fast against them, and against Murray and against McCoy, they felt like they could just show up and throw their helmets on the field.
I mean, I think all of 49ers Twitter this week, everyone was like, "Oh, well, like DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler aren't playing, so it's almost like guaranteed win."
Yeah, no, it's 100%. I mean, I mentioned after the game, after they beat Chicago, that this game against Arizona was going to be kind of the measuring stick for the quarterback position, and everybody's like, "Well, what are you talking about? There's no Kyler Murray, it's." And like I said at the beginning of the show, it's just even going to be do we even celebrate this win? And okay, at least we didn't have to argue about that.
That's a good point. Let's be a little more realistic on what any win the Niners get is cause for like a serious celebration, because it could be the last. You have to celebrate it like it's the last one for a very long time. Cloud says Grant for head coach and GM. If you insist, I won't fight you. Ahmed says, Grant, would you get fired if you ask a tough question or something like, why are the Niners so ass? LOL. Can you explain the post-game conference questioning? Because I don't know how it works. Yeah, you can't do that. You got to be professional. You really can only ask questions about that game. They can kind of duck questions that aren't specifically about that game, and you kind of just have to blurt things out because it's not, you don't raise your hand. But it's like if you ask something, my employer could be like, ooh, that made me look bad, you're fired. So that's how that would work. I think we all need a Kyle Banana Hand t-shirt. All right, well, maybe we'll just have to make something like that. Did you notice the Cars eased their backup quarterback into the game with screens, short passes, and runs? Effective! Wish the Niners did that with Lance. No, you're not allowed to do that. The best way to get a quarterback into the flow of the game is make him be his own running back.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Bring your own beer, bring your own running back to the game and be it yourself. East Dad says, Grant, get a better mic for the press conference, please. I can't hear. Yeah, I know, man. I got to figure that out. I got to get something that like attaches to my phone because they don't really help me out there. Is there like a little portable microphone you can get for an iPhone? Probably.
Grant, do they put you like all the way in the back? Is that what?
No, I'm front row, and it's that bad. Front row. And
I know
you know what I'm talking about, Jack? Like they have microphones and don't turn them on. It's like, what is this?
Did you guys see where they put Jordan Love's mother in the Chiefs?
No.
Like she was like on top of the lights in the Chiefs. Yeah.
A fish rush from the head down story of this team. Yeah, and the head is Jed. Denise. Honestly, it's Denise. Can we discuss Silver said Trey lost confidence? Yeah. I mean, that must be the narrative inside the organization because Silver isn't pretending like he saw this. I mean, Silver's an investigative journalist. People tell him things. So he's the best. I didn't see this, but that must be how the Niners feel, or that must be their story that they're sticking with. I don't know.
Shanahan does this to players, it seems.
I mean, so Jimmy Garoppolo threw 12 picks in practice, but since he smiled it off and shrugged it off, that's cool. But Trey, was a little discouraged when he threw one of his 4 picks, and that means he lost. It's just, I don't know, man. It's all anecdotes from practice, and the Niners can say whatever they want about practice. Brandon Ayuk didn't run one route hard enough. Trey Lance lost confidence. If you say so, man, I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
Hard to say. I don't know. Coughlin won 2 titles and fired. Bye, Banana Hands. Okay, the show is over. That's enough Banana Hands for one night. Guys, thank you very much for a emergency impromptu roundtable. We had a lot to talk about, and I think the Niners are better for this discussion. I think everyone was watching in the organization, taking notes. They're going to put these suggestions into action. So everyone give yourselves a round of applause.
Can you give us spirit fingers with the banana hands real quick? That'd be a great way to end it.
Hey, I do I do want to say on a serious note, salute to all the veterans out there. I know there's a couple of guys that are on the Niners beat. I think Javi, Rich, and I think Sevilla they're all Navy vets. So
That's true.
Salute to all the vets out there. It's Veterans Week, so
yeah. And salute to all the banana hands out there because
yeah,
it's hard
give them a banana hand salute.